Hello. Welcome everyone to the season finale of Biotech Talk, your one stop show for all the tidbits from the biomedical and research industry. And today we have a very unique person to kind of put the highlight into the season finale. And this person, I have not seen anyone who has paralleled his energy levels. Although he seems a little down today, I don't know why. I like he seems very nervous. I've never seen him nervous till my in my life. But
We're just taking off. Like let's see how it goes.
yeah, see this is the man I know. Yes,
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
mean an inspiration, author, a visionary, Mr. Sukhdeep Sachdev, the global CEO of the Leader Healthcare Group. Welcome, sir. I'm really honored to have you here at our show.
Thank you very much, Malavika, for having me. I'm really excited, and I think like this conversation was like needed for a long time, and
Yes.
I'm glad that finally I could make it, and we could spare the time.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so looking forward to.
After all the pushing and forwarding
No,
it.
thank you for doing that. Yeah,
Yes. Sir,
it was important for us
without
to.
your voice, the season will not be complete.
Oh,
So
thank you so much.
it was mandatory that you have to be here.
Thanks
So,
a lot.
of course, sir. So, just to give you a refresher and for our audience, our show, Biotech Talk, it goes on for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, we have to talk about our topic. And I don't think there's anyone else who can talk about this topic in this region, at least. That is from leadership to legacy, the future of healthcare. Ha-
Thank you.
Okay, so I think someone who's been listed in Forbes, who's written his own CEO book, you will be the perfect person to match into this.
Thank you so much for your compliments. Like as I always say, we have been in the region for last 35 years, and we say we have seen it all,
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
and we always say that is tip of the iceberg, and there's so much that is yet to
Yet
happen.
to
So yeah,
happen.
it's these are exciting times, and I think I've had a good run so far, and we are always here to share our wisdom and
Yes.
with the larger audience and as the name of the company always suggests, like a leader life science and leader healthcare, we are here to build leaders for tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Absolutely. So I think I will start off with that point. You said you're building leaders, you're building a legacy, right? There is we have multiple groups under leaders, right? Catering to different sections of healthcare itself. You have the traditional healthcare, which has hospitals. You have life sciences, which goes to the preclinical and all the diagnostics and research aspect of it. You have actual simulation education, which continues the medical education. Leader edutech, which caters to the students and someone with flair for STEM. And you have dermatology, which caters to the aesthetics and wellness of it. And leader biotech pharma, and now venturing into the pharma world. So there is a common theme of education, to cater to the education of the minds from the youngest to the oldest to even continued medical education. So can we discuss more on that vision of yours, or was that planned, or was that something you had?
Yeah, like as you like when I came, if to recall back those 35 years when I came, like the region was called as a trading hub. Everybody's on the business of just selling boxes.
Uh-huh.
And but I came from a multicultural like international organizations. I worked for Siemens and Glaxos, and before coming to this part of the world,
Of
that
course.
goes back 1990s when I saw that here the conventional way of businesses was only selling boxes and that was about it. So I said, no,
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's not how it should be, because people spend a huge some amount of money on buying medical
Yes,
equipments,
yes. Mm.
and we didn't want a medical equipment to just go as a medical
Yeah,
equipment. We
yeah.
wanted really to ascertain the need of a physician and to tie it up with the education. This is what was our
Mm,
global theme, that we will have a company, we'll have an organization.
mm,
First of all, there were two pledges that we took. The one that whatever innovation, whatever technology that will bring in, that is going to transform human lives, right?
of course.
Simply, I can give an example that when we launched for the first time in the global world,
Mm,
like automatic external defibrillator, like
mm, mm.
our hashtag was like, let's save more lives.
Mm,
And then when we launch oxygen concentrator for the first time in this part of the world. We said, okay, uh, can every breath count?
Mm.
This is
So
how it
it's
was
more like selling
important.
a story than,
Absolutely.
yeah,
So
it's not.
this is what it was, and that slogan of ours that carried on, and that led one thing to another. And yes, Leader Healthcare was formed, and then we thought about in Leader Healthcare different business units, for example, medical simulation,
Mm.
and we thought, okay, fine, how we can support a physician in the making,
Yeah.
a nurse in the making, a
Yes.
paramedic in the making, how
Mm.
we can help them to build. The hashtag came again
Hmm.
was. Let's build the skill set
Of
in
course.
those respective
Yeah.
categories, those respective people. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so that took off very well, that subject. And then came to say hashtag, everybody wanted to look beautiful, then how we can cater to beautiful lives.
Of
And
course.
that led to our businesses of aesthetic dermatology.
Yes.
And it didn't stop there, like, and as you know, like today, if you look at the aesthetic dermatology business, we are tying it up not just to life sciences,
Yeah.
but we're tying it to longevity.
Yes.
And this is a we call as it led to, I was reading an article on going back in time in 2020, and I looked at the city of Wales,
Hmm.
a small city in London,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they were talking about export of life sciences to almost 1,000 million pounds. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
wow,
Wow.
a small, a country or a city can cater so much. And when I looked around the globe, and I said, okay, fine, that's the place that we need to be
We
in.
need to be in
And that's how it ignited us to take us our vision to life
life
sciences.
sciences. And
And today, when I talk about, we were talking about aesthetic dermatology, but we can tie it up as life sciences, and we talk about longevity.
mm-hmm.
And I mean, to all our guests, I want them to know that the new field of medicine that is evolving now, like anything else, it will be called lifestyle medicine. So there'll be lifestyle medicine consultants. In fact,
Mm-hmm.
as we speak, the region has launched the first longevity center in
Okay.
the country,
Wow.
and
Mm.
that is will be able to take to like say we call us, I don't want to call them elderly, but yeah, I mean people with the little older population, and let's extend how we can extend
How
and help
extend,
them to their
yes, how
lives.
can they maintain the energy that they have
Absolutely.
in their minds through the
Absolutely,
physical parts?
absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
absolutely.
So yeah, I mean, it has led to, and yeah, like, and it didn't stop. Like every single day we look at ourselves and say, what else? What
Mm.
else? How we can contribute ourselves to
Yeah.
the healthcare industry and in general. Like say, for example, when you talk about education,
Mm.
we thought of can we assist, help build uh, young leaders,
Yes. Mm.
and we call this age group of KG 12,
Mhm.
and how we can build young leaders. So that led us to creation of Leader
Later
Edutech.
edutech,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
where the robotics and the STEM, the
STEM
whole,
cells we call
the
now is a STEAM, and
yeah,
now
the STEAM, yeah, yeah.
it's robotics, it's coding language,
Hmm.
so everything else. So
I
what?
feel the education industry itself has changed its face, right? Like when I was a student, we had slates and then
Yes,
we had
absolutely.
blackboards and maximum a notebook. Or ledger was like the wow factor. By the time iPads came into this thing, I was in college. And even then we were not I think the max tech that I used in my education was a laptop. And
Yeah,
now it's a rudimentary thing. It's as common as having a notebook in this thing.
absolutely.
And
I
yeah.
think the research have shown that interactive learning is the best way to move
Yes.
forward, and that's what we're today's generation. I would say
Yes.
so
Hmm.
they love the gaming language. They love to interact. So yeah,
Yes, and it, like all the colors and everything, like I think that kind of captures and then it stays in the mind as well of the
absolutely, you're
audience.
right. Yeah.
So, let's say let's kind of focus into the life sciences or like the healthcare part. What do you think? Like what kind of regional infrastructure was like? How do you think it has evolved from the time you began your journey? Like maybe 3 decades ago, and as someone who worked in the field, then as a business person, how do you think the regional infrastructure for accommodating these things have changed?
I think the world was caught off guard when the COVID happens, and
Yes.
they didn't
Yeah.
imagine that,
Mm-mm. Mm.
and that led to, like say, the regional provincial governments waking up to the cause and say,
Mm.
hey, what had just happened.
Yeah.
And that led again to a kind of a mission coming from the regional leadership saying that, God forbid,
Mm,
if there's any other pandemic,
mm.
are we getting ready? Are we getting
Advocate.
prepared?
Yeah.
So that led to a bigger, a larger initiatives
Mm,
in
mm,
the government here saying that, oh, we have to, enforce those practices. We have to also launch initiatives on research programs, and that was only possible that if you can create that kind of a precision infrastructure,
yeah. Yeah.
and you can provide all the resources.
Mm,
And so that is what has happened in the region has, we see a large multinational companies, pharma companies are coming to the region,
mm.
forming their base here, let it be manufacturing, let it be research.
Yeah.
So I think more and more institutions are involved in the research, and that was the need of the hour. And then people are like, we were talking about, when we say advent of genomics,
Yes.
the
Mm,
AI, the
mm.
data analytics,
Yeah.
and all these are now like working together hand in hand.
Mm,
All these innovations, they're helping they're not just aiming also to have improved the drug discovery program,
mm.
but also like they're helping the common aim for all of us to see how we can improvise the
Yes.
clinical outcomes.
Yeah.
So that's what where the region is all poised to set. And
Mm,
we're all excited at Leader Life Science, as you say, that we are taking a lead, and we have set already an example working along with researchers. We have already helped to build state of the art infrastructure, the facilities,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
also not just providing the facility, making sure that they have all the equipment that they need.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
All the
and
necessary tools.
absolutely. And the famous saying always says, if you need boxes, go to Amazon. But if you need integrated solutions, come to Leader Life Sciences. We are a team of experts. Let it be researchers, application specialists.
Yeah.
They can help you. Like they can educate you, and they can make sure that you get what you want. Right.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. So, like, is it also like can is there also like a visionary change in terms of rules and regulations and reforms or something like that that the region is undergoing to accommodate this in terms of global collaboration and everything? So, what are your thoughts on those?
Absolutely. I mean, it's very important because if the region, let's say United Arab Emirates or nearby countries, they have to adapt to those international standards. We have to have those local setup, local small
Yeah.
communities.
Mm,
And in recent years, we have seen several organizations they're shaping up, and they're talking about the stem cell councils.
yeah. Yeah.
There's a leadership that is coming, taking role in that,
Mm,
and we have seen them evolving and conducting meetings every couple of months. And yes, and there is a big change that we see,
yeah.
and it was important, like to
Yeah.
to
And
cater
it kind
to.
of became very sporadic, right? Like after the COVID hit, like suddenly, like it was everywhere. Everything is just like activating suddenly. And like you mentioned, when when this region was caught off guard, they really put into actions of things.
Absolutely. We have been talking about precision medicine. I mean,
Yes.
again, it's a part of the drug discovery program, like that, which the nations, they have to come out with like different formulas, and making sure that. I said in the beginning of our conversation, it's a time
Hmm.
where
Yeah. Yeah.
um, each of those organizations have to come off the floor, and they have to have that sense of
Mm,
collaboration, and
mm.
then only we can thrive together.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. So since we have spoken so much and now I think we are ending the 10 minutes mark, the concludatory question is like, what would be your advice for let's say future entrepreneurs or in the space or the region's healthcare executives, senior executives and everything, like what would be your advice, like as someone who's been in this industry for 3 decades?
Um, I think one of the advice I always, like tell our teams, and I would love to convey that to the entrepreneurs of tomorrow,
Mm,
is that it's it's a it's a topic that is something that has been, not many people have been talking about, but I often talk about is servant leadership.
of course.
And servant leadership is all about selflessness. It's not
Yes.
about you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's about your team.
Mm,
And if you can put your team on the priority,
mm,
and that's what will bring you all the eternal success. So very,
Absolutely.
very important that you work along with your team.
Mm.
And the other thing also I say is that, innovation is the key.
Yeah.
And the hashtag that we have adopted in leaders is, if you do not innovate by
Yes.
the hour, we are already lagging
Mm.
behind.
Yep.
You're already again going back at the end of the queue.
Yep. Yep.
So what we have done as a company, as an organization, like, we have ensured that we always bring innovation. We're always up to speed,
Mhm.
and of course, like the team that is really, I'm proud of what they have achieved in all these last 4 or 5 years. And today, I mean, we are established ourselves as one of the leaders in the industry.
Yep. Yep. I think without your support, I don't think that would have been
No, I
possible.
mean, I'm
So,
here, as I said, like,
so yeah, I think someone who leads by that example is you, sir, like working with you and, on several projects and several activities and initiatives. We've seen that firsthand, how you do practice what you preach all the time.
yes.
So yeah, I think that's let's wrap it up. Do you want to add something? Do you want to say something?
No, I can only say that this is just the beginning. This is the tip of the iceberg, and
Yeah.
there's so much we have to accomplish, and the future ready. We are here, right? So let's do it. Let's go for it.
Let's go for it. One, two, three.
Absolutely, leaders.
Yes. The man behind one, two, three leaders. I don't think I can ever hear one, two, three and not say leaders now. Like I'm sure in well into my dementia in my older ages, I will hear one, two, three and go leaders.
Excellent.
So I think that's a good place as any to stop. And thank you, sir, for coming
No, thank
here.
you for this opportunity. It was
Absolutely.
fun talking to you, and hopefully we can continue
Yeah.
more discussions in the near future.
Absolutely. And we'll have more guests that time. And we'll have
Absolutely.
panel discussions.
Sure.
So, something to look forward to, guys. And I think it was a beautiful season with wonderful, wonderful people, very smart and very great people that came in. And the cherry on top, Mr. Sachdev, came in and gave us his time as well, precious time as well. And I'm really honored. Wait for season 2. And this is Malvika Kanara signing off. Biotech Talk powered by Later Life Sciences.